Hi, thank you for looking into this video. If you do get knee pain from barbell back squats, this video might be for you. The classical back squat with the barbell on your back does need a lot of knee stability. And guess which muscle does also provide stability for your knee joint? It's this little fella right here. So your calf does actually do have two muscles. You have the musculus soleus and you do have the muscle gastrocnemius. First one, musculus soleus, only runs over your ankle joint. It also is covered by the gastrocnemius muscle, so you basically don't see this muscle. But the musculus gastrocnemius, which also runs over the ankle joint and is connected with the Achilles tendon, does also connect on the back side of your knee and is running over your knee joint. So it is a two joint muscle with two heads. So the gastrocnemius muscle, via its nature of transferring over the knee joint, does also have a stabilizing effect on your knee joint. So doing calf raises won't only help you growing some calves, but also will help you to get more stability for your knee joint. So what you should do when you're doing your calf raises, you should definitely go for a full stretch in the bottom position with your knees completely straight. Really make sure that your knees are completely straight at the top and at the bottom position. More especially on the bottom position, because that's where you get in that nice good stretch, which also helps with ankle mobility, but also a stretch muscle is a recruited muscle. So if you get a full stretch for the gastrocnemius muscle on the bottom position, the muscle will also have to recruit harder on the way up, so you get a better training stimulus. For strength, we're not talking about bodybuilding. Bodybuilding is a different thing. We're talking about performance and strength. So we're doing standing straight leg calf raises because your gastrocnemius muscle, like I said, is a two joint muscle. So it does run over the knee joint as well, which means if your knee joint is bent, you will have less tension on the gastrocnemius muscle. So if you do want to train your gastrocnemius muscle, make sure that your knee joint is straight. Just to be clear, when it comes to the seated calf raises, this is to train your soleus muscle. Because, like I said, it only runs over your ankle joint. So the soleus muscle is not affected by bending or straightening your knee, but the gastrocnemius muscle is. If the knee is straight, you will have a higher stretch on the gastrocnemius muscle. If the knee is bent, you will have less stretch on the gastrocnemius muscle. So once you bend the knee and you have less stretch, less tension on your gastrocnemius muscle, the soleus muscle will have to work harder. This does not transfer into more knee stability on the squats, but it's good for you to know. So all in all together, your gastrocnemius muscle, your calves can provide more stability on your knee joint for squats. They will also provide more stability for other sports like skiing, like soccer, football, rugby, whatever there is where you do need knee stability. So you don't have any excuse to not train your calves anymore. If you're a performance athlete anyway, you should do train your calves for more stability on your knee joint, but also for other performance reasons. If you want to do the calf raises standing for more knee stability, make sure that the knee is completely straight, especially in the bottom position, to have a nice stretch for the gastrocnemius muscle. The gastrocnemius muscle, because of its nature, is more slow twitch dominant. So you should train it with higher volume, higher repetitions, and you can also train it on several days a week. So you can even do 3 training sessions per week with up to 10 sets and 20 repetitions per set, and your calves will be tolerating it after an initial phase of getting used to it. Of course, you will have the muscle soreness of your life if you ever do 10 sets of calf raises with 20 repetitions. For the first time, you're gonna be sore as hell, but for sure your muscles will adapt very fast. You will grow a nice pair of calves and you have a higher knee stability for squats, rugby, soccer, whatever there is. If you have any question, of course, feel free to leave me a message, to send me a comment. I'll be very happy to answer them. See you in the next video.